All right, let's talk about goals. So when you joined the Feng Shui school, we asked you and gave you this workbook. I'm going to show you mine. Gave you this workbook, and the first few questions here asked you some questions about your goals. So I just want to go into a little more depth about how important goal setting is and how we can release some of the pressure from it and allow it to be a guiding light, not necessarily a standard by which we must complete and gain results. So the questions that we asked you were, what is your main goal moving into this 2-week section? So in this 2-week section of the Feng Shui school, in this program, what is the goal? What is the thing that you want to achieve? And for me, this particular one was from the wealth and helpful people area. And the two things that I wanted, my goals were awareness and belief. I just wanted to become more aware, and I wanted to have more belief about how I could welcome even more abundance into my life. The next question we asked you was, when you think about wealth, well, in this particular wealth one, whatever section you're in, when you think about this section you're in, how do you feel? And so what I wrote in my wealth and abundance and helpful people section was, abundance is mysterious. So I still feel like there's a lot of mystery around abundance. And there's a lot of mystery around helpful people. Like, who are those angel guides out there? And who are the ancestors along my path who may or may not be helping me? I feel like there's still a lot of mystery I don't understand. And so that's how I feel now. So I feel like there's something I still need to unlock. Now, how do I want to feel is the next question. So this will apply to you in whatever section of the Feng Shui school you're working through. But for me, in this section was, how do I want to feel about wealth and abundance and helpful people? I want to feel aligned. So some people might describe that as connected, but I want to feel aligned with abundance. I want to feel connected to spirit. I want to feel like I'm in the right vibe, I'm in the right flow, right? And so aligned was how I chose that I want to feel. So those three questions are going to help you get started in thinking about goal setting. If you want to take it a step further, there's a PDF also attached in this section of the Feng Shui school. And I just want to, I printed it out here, so we'll just take a quick peek at it. If you want to go a step further and look at a measurable goal, right? I want to manifest a certain amount of money in my life or a certain feeling in my life. You can choose a measurable goal. And that works really well for some people. For other people, it's too much. So just go with whichever direction feels right, or both, if they both feel interesting to you. If you're choosing a measurable goal, right? I want to get clarity about the career path that's really right for me. Now, that might apply to some sections of the Feng Shui school more than others. But whatever your measurable monthly goal is, I want to get my business started. I want to really understand who my ideal lifelong partner is. I want to know myself better. Decide how that's measurable, and just decide, what is that measurable goal? And then I want you to identify the action steps needed to complete the goal. So let's say that your goal is to find the perfect life partner. And maybe not to necessarily find that life partner in the course of the 2 weeks, but to understand a little more who that life partner is. So the action steps needed would be some journaling about self, some journaling about desire, some journaling about humanity, some journaling about values, ethics, morals. So it may include some of that. It may include some research about relationships and what is a healthy relationship. But it's a little hard for me to describe in this video because depending on your actionable goal, your measurable goal, the action steps are going to be really different. But break down all the action steps. put them into parts, and then understand when and how am I going to take those steps forward. Perhaps you're in the feng shui school with a really strong focus on just getting your house aligned to live your best life. So maybe the action steps are make the furniture moves I need to make, take the decorating steps I need to make, understand what I really love and want to be around, purchase some candles. So try and be really specific about what the steps are that will lead you to completing that goal. And then I want you to look at this next box. It's very important. Sorry about that ding. I want you to look at this next box. What are the manifestation actions I need to take in mind, body, spirit, and space? So you may write some feng shui action steps in space. You may choose meditation for spirit. You may choose yoga for spirit. You may choose yoga for body. You may choose a cleanse. Identify what you may choose. Journaling for the mind. You may choose reading a certain book or getting a life coaching session. So just take a look. If I want to manifest this goal, how am I going to manifest it in all 4 parts of my life? Because if I'm manifesting it in 3 parts of my life and not the other, chances are it's not going to come to fruition, because I really have to look at the balanced picture of my whole life and what creates results. Feng Shui is one of the most common places we see people lose track of their manifestation. They're not paying attention to their space. Hence the feng shui school and why this was so important to us. And then I want you to answer this question. Oops, I can't pick up this paper. And it's a very important question. How will you feel when you complete this measurable goal? So let's say my goal is to figure out which school my children are going to go to. How will I feel when I complete that goal? I will probably feel relief. I will probably feel, that's the biggest word that's coming to mind for me, relief. But I will feel confident. And then practice feeling that feeling before you've even completed the goal. So be really aware of what it takes to actually achieve a goal. It takes attention to mind, body, spirit, and space. And it takes a conscious effort to feel the feeling that you think you will feel once the goal is completed. So the more I focus on feeling that relief now with my circumstances as they are, the more likely I am to manifest the result of the goal and feel the ultimate relief. And then the results there are at the bottom of your page. So just notice, what did I learn from trying to reach this goal? Whether I reached it or not, what were the results and what did I learn? What lessons can I take moving forward? Goal setting can be really intimidating, but it's really powerful. And once you take into account all these important steps, the results of your manifestation in your life are going to go way up. Bye.